never once questioned where I stood with our
Never.
friendship.
Well, my first impression of you was probably when...
How to support your friend through a breakup.
When are you planning to move? Because is it next month, basically? Are you worried that your friendship will drift apart now that you are getting married and Jessie is traveling?
What is Jessie most looking forward to about being your maid of honor? Your friendship has been very healing for me. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I am joined with two very special guests. My best friend Jessie, I feel like she needs no introduction.
I've been here a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And my son, Simba.
And we thought that today we'd throw it back to an old school video and do a mukbang. It's not that it's that old
Years.
school.
I think the last one we did was in 2020.
Yeah, we did a lot a long time ago. Like I remember we did like a virtual one in COVID.
Did we?
Yeah, we did
on
one with
FaceTime.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yes, we used to do them a lot. But I just thought it'd be fun to sit down and have a big old chit chat and eat some good food. So what have we got? Excuse me?
What is happening? Please let me excuse my son because otherwise he's gonna get all up in our fishbowl. One
Yeah,
second.
he probably will.
All right, come on down.
So, first of all, we've got some sushi. We've just got some chicken and avocado. And we also got fishbowl, which is literally the
both
best.
got fishbowl. Should we start on the sushi?
Yeah.
I feel like. And we also got pink V's, which I've never tried before, but you've always said such great things, so we got one of these.
Jessie, if you know anything about her, she like loves Red Bull. She's a energy drink girl. She doesn't drink her alcohol, but she loves Red Bull. And I was like, she needs to try the pink V because
I do.
I think you'll love it.
Thank you. I'm so excited. Pineapple and watermelon is really nice. Crazy. But yeah, no, I do love a Red Bull on a night out, and that's how I can pull an all-nighter. Oh. As I said, if it gets on the bed, who cares? I need to clean it up. It's been a hot minute. All right. So this has got like crispy rice balls on top. Cheers. Holy moly. Okay, I'm gonna start off the questions with something I'm just thinking of. I am currently in the process of planning Ella's hens weekend. Do you have
So excited.
any ideas of what you might be receiving for your hens?
Receiving like the theme?
What you might be walking into on the
Oh my
weekend.
gosh, okay, this is fun. Okay, so first of all, I know that we're going down the coast. I know it's down the coast. I don't know there's a pool. Oh my gosh, I have no idea. I kind of feel like, it's gonna be something that I'm not expecting a little bit. I don't know, okay, I'm not gonna look at your face, although I'll see it when we're editing.
You won't
So
see
don't give me
nothing.
a reaction.
You won't see nothing.
My gut instinct says it could be Mamma Mia themed.
Interesting.
Just because I feel like that makes a lot of sense based off of like my interests.
Right.
Other random theme ideas just because I've seen different like themes on TikTok.
Ooh.
On Cloud 9, that's like a really random one.
Okay.
But I've seen people do that and people wear like all white.
Juiciness.
Yum.
Ooh, this is my first pink beef. Holy shit,
Isn't
that's
it good?
insane. Pineapple and watermelon.
And you don't usually know what watermelon tastes like because you can't
This
eat
is
watermelon.
like a watermelon starburst though. I'm into it. This is like the fake watermelon taste. I'm into it. I love it.
She's allergic to watermelon. How does it compare to Red Bull for you?
Nothing can ever compare. But this
Yeah.
is amazing.
It's really good. My last theme guess is Last Toast on the Coast. I saw that and I was like, we could be going away and...
I'm supposed to be hiding my reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're hiding a reaction.
Yeah,
oh my
see.
God. If that's it,
No, I'm just giving you nothing.
you're giving me
I
nothing.
give you nothing.
Okay, so we will see. But this is like the little time capsule of me guessing, I guess.
Will this video come out before you go away?
Yeah, I want to post this like ASAP. Make sure you're following on Instagram to see
Yeah.
what it actually is.
Yes, you will find out maybe after the weekend's over though, to be honest, because like I'm planning on getting you absolutely wrecked, so you won't even be.
I don't think I'm going to be
posting-
wrecked every single night.
Yeah, you might be.
I want to remember.
Check in later.
Oh my God.
Alright.
Okay, wait, I need to see.
Oh yeah, sorry.
This is the poke bowl. I got the miso chicken.
I got the OG
You did get the OG.
with salmon sashimi as my protein. So this is delicioso. All right, shall we get into the juiciness of the questions?
Yes. So I love how you already had a question at the top of your head, but we did get people to send in questions on Instagram. And then I texted Jessie and was like, you know what, I think it'd be fun. Let's write each other up some questions as well.
I think I might gauge, because I don't know what people have said so far. I'm going to gauge what people have said, and then I'm going to base my questions to you off of that. Well, the first question was, does Jessie have a husband? She does not. She does not. And my dad said, no more this year, darling. No more. That's enough. You need to focus on yourself, blah, 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 all that stuff. So, whatever. Ooh, oh my God. Okay. Let's skip straight past that. This is a nice family-friendly channel. And also, I will just disclaim, I have decided that oversharing is not in the books for this year ever again. So unless I'm about to get married, you will never see any one of my socials ever again. Oh my gosh.
But don't you think like there was a phase like maybe 5 years ago where oversharing on social media was like the big thing?
And that's how like you build up your platform.
Yeah, and not that
blah, blah, blah.
you don't overshare now, we still overshare, but I feel like as you get older you have a bit more boundaries.
I overshare you every second of every day. I'm like, guess what?
Yeah.
What did you say before? I was talking to Ella. That no one will ever know why or what it was about. She was like, oh, this is crazy. I'm like, I know. But that's just life now. That's just, I'm 25. I'm single for the first time in my adulthood. And she's like, holy shit. Click,
I never know what I'm gonna hear.
Yeah, I know. Every time you come over, I'm like, guess what?
How did you two meet? Okay, do you want to start by telling the story?
We'll insert a little photo here. This is our friend Sophie. This is Sophie Jane. And she was staying with me in 2020 for like a week, maybe more. And she had organised a podcast interview on her podcast with Ella Victoria from Disney Channel. I don't even know what your interview was supposed to be about. But before the interview...
Well, it ended up being a group interview in the end.
It did, yes, because you went to Blackwood Pantry with Chels, and I went to Blackwood Pantry with Soph as like a first meeting, right? And they were just kind of like getting lunch before doing the interview. I was there for moral support, and I was also driving her around, and Chelsea was with you for moral support, but you were also probably driving her around. Anyway, and then we all just hit it off.
So then you invited me to 5:30 Club. And I'm pretty sure from then, because that was like we were seeing each other every single day at 5:30 Club, then we'd be like, oh, do you want to go to the gym? Do you want to go do this? And then we're just like, we inevitably started hanging out, and then we were like, well, we do the same thing. Like, do you want to do content? And then we'd basically see each other every single day.
And then it turns out we're actually like morphing slowly
It's
into
very
one.
weird.
Like, we live in each other's skin at this point. We're the same person. No, like, if separated at birth, like, that's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, we genuinely share a brain.
My question was, and it kind of follows on from what we were saying before, how do you think your life would be different if you didn't start social media or move to Sydney?
Oh, I would not be in Canberra. I don't know where I would be. But I'd probably still be doing like something somewhat similar. I'd probably still be doing pottery and modelling, just like not on social media. But versatile. What do you think? Would you be a makeup artist if you weren't doing YouTube?
Oh. You know, I don't know. I feel like I definitely would always have a side hustle. I think I'm that type of person that even if I did another like full-time job, I'd always be trying to like work on something else. But
that's how your brain works though. It's
it
like
is
always in business mode.
Yeah. I could see myself being a teacher though, like a primary school teacher. I could see that. My camera just overheated, so we've just moved it so it's out of the direct sun. But I was saying that I could see myself being a teacher. I think that's kind of in my nature. My mum was a teacher.
Yep.
But also, yeah, same as you, like I feel like I'd love to do something still in front of the camera.
Yes.
Whether it have been a hobby or something else. But honestly though, life without social media would be very, very different.
I know.
Like, I wouldn't have met you. What is Jessie most looking forward to about being a maid of honour?
I think the best part for me, also probably equally the best part for Brayden, is when you enter.
Are we gonna have a moment? You me and Lily.
Pull my eyes out. I'm getting so emotional even thinking
About me?
about
Oh, I thought you were talking about the hens.
No!
I thought you meant when I ate the hens.
You walking down the aisle, I'm gonna absolutely, I think that, because I'll hopefully be standing quite like close to you, I'll get a great view of the aisle. I'm gonna absolutely lose the plot. I can't even think about it too much. I can see ya. I literally, I will need like tissues on standby. I'm gonna have like a little pouch. And your sister too, I can feel it already. I'll be like, "Brr."
Yeah. Oh,
And then
it's making
you
me
come
tear
down,
up.
I'm like, "Brr, brr." We'll touch up.
I know.
I
That's
got
the thing
emotional
I'm
thinking.
excited about the most as well.
Look, oh my God, my heart is gonna be fucking beating out of my chest. Watching your best friends have that moment that you get once in, oh, see you later. Oh, see you later.
I feel like you're very much an empath as well.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like
Oh
you
my.
feel the feels. I'm the same, except for Lexapro kind of numbs it a little bit.
That, you know what, I could probably do with a little bit of that, to be honest. Honestly, sign me up.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm feeling the feeling, but the tears aren't coming. How to support your friend through a breakup.
Holy shit.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I feel like genuinely Ella went through the ringer with me. You did. Like, honestly, the year that I had last year could not have genuinely.
It was a complete roller coaster.
Such a roller coaster. And even like when things weren't great before the breakup even happened, it was like you had a lot of stuff that I put onto you to deal with.
Oh my gosh.
And I love you so much
But
for
vice versa.
putting up with me.
Like
Oh my
always.
gosh. What was the question? Advice?
Advice on how to help a friend through a breakup. I mean,
Listen.
I think
That's
we
it.
both would have different perspectives on that.
Mm.
I think the best thing literally is to listen. I think that's what I noticed as well. Like when you were going through things, I'm like,
You don't
so
need
many
advice,
people, and this is what I've also found you saying, like a lot of people want to give you advice
Yeah.
and tell you what to do.
Yeah.
But I never wanted to be the person to be like, do this. Like I wanted to just listen because I feel like you need someone just to validate how you're feeling and know that it's going to be a wave of emotions. Do you know what I mean? Like not be like, well, you should do this. Because it's like, well, I think frankly, you're not going through what I'm going through. Like, let me just feel my
Exactly.
feelings, you know?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I just like genuinely couldn't have gotten through this without you. Love you lots, Dad. Love you so much. You know what? I'm gonna ask you something.
All right.
Your travel plans this year, where are you going? What are you doing?
Oh my God.
What's happening? What's happening in the world of travel for you?
I only know of one solid thing, which is
That's bold.
going to the Cook Islands for our honeymoon.
And you've talked about that already?
Yeah, talked about that in May.
Love it.
But I would love to go over to the US with you, but I also just don't know like exactly when that's going to happen. Exactly.
Pick a time,
but I
I'll
also
be
would
there.
not be surprised if you go like multiple times this year. So I'm like not really worried about when. I'd love to go over.
that's like always. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there so much for work.
Yeah, that would be really fun. I also, I mean, it's on my vision board, but I don't know if it will end up happening, but I'd love to go over to the UK for Christmas to see my family this year. Like, I really want to go over. And then if for some reason, cash permitting, basically, maybe I'll go to New York on the way for Christmas.
Why do we do that?
Yeah.
I'll go to New York
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Like,
I would love to go to New York for Christmas. Are you serious? It's like a winter.
It looks so
I've
magical.
never had a winter Christmas.
and it's like on the way as well.
Yeah.
So stop over on the way to the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thoughts, because I'm like, I don't know, I want to spend more time with my English family. We're all getting older and
they're
everyone's
coming
busier.
over for your wedding as well, so I feel like
Oh, 100%.
You just-
I mean, I'm sure I'll be
Okay.
back then not too long for like other people's weddings as well. But yeah, I'd love that. So we'll see. But what about you? What are your travel plans this year? Like, have you got anything set in stone? What are you
visa.
manifesting?
my visa. For working in the US. It's very, very, very expensive and it's very hard to get as an actor, but I'm manifesting a lot of traveling for work. So I'm gonna book a role and I'll get to travel. That's just how this works, you know? So that's gonna be, my travel will hopefully just be work related. I don't know. If I go on holidays, I'll make it a work trip.
I think a lot of your plans are
manifesting
based
that.
around like F1 and also acting right now.
Yes.
They're your focuses. Oh, wait, this kind of follows on from before.
Yes.
Which country would you go to together? Tell us some things about your friendship. Well, that's kind of two questions, isn't it?
Ooh, I feel like we would go to Greece.
Greece?
Yeah.
I didn't even have to think about that. I was like, absolutely, we'd go to Greece.
Specifically where they filmed them now.
Well, then we've got to go to Croatia too.
We go to Croatia.
Yeah.
I want to go to that little church with the walkie up.
Yeah. I can also see us going to Hawaii together.
I would do that tomorrow.
Yeah, I could see
It's
that being
so
something
cheap.
we'd love to do together, I reckon. Well, she also said, tell us some things about your friendship, but I feel like, what is there to say? Like,
What is there to say? It's actually, Ella's the best person in my whole life. She knows everything there is to know.
Same.
I'm
literally
dead serious.
It feels like we've known each other
You and my sister, like
our whole lives.
Oh my god, I know. But like the ins and outs of our brain is like crazily intertwined.
Yeah.
Like platonic soulmates. I don't know.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
You've been like very healing for me. To get deep.
me in the past 12 months,
No,
maybe.
I was saying your friendship has been very healing for me. Not to get deep, but like.
So cute. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
vice versa. Like, of course, like we've had friends before, but nothing like a sisterhood.
No. I feel like growing up, you're not meant to be friends with everyone, and I think I was let down sometimes, and I'd lost a little bit of trust and. That sounds really deep. Lost a bit of trust and friendship, but
sure.
I felt like my expectations weren't always met in terms of like loyalty.
And you were putting in more than you were receiving.
Yeah, I don't know. I just always struggled with that a little bit. And then met Jessie and literally like
Twin flame.
twin
Oh.
flame.
Well,
Twin
little
flame.
boop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Genuinely. No, I feel exactly the same. Like finding a friend who also like
Yeah.
we don't agree all the time. It's not
Yeah,
like, oh my
of
gosh,
course.
we don't have like a brain for ourselves, for sure. But it's like spiritual connection. I don't know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sisterhood.
Absolutely.
Sisterhood.
Yeah, I feel like growing up, like even when you're young and in high school, you have like those friendships where you're good friends, but you don't know where you stand kind of thing. I've never once questioned where I stood with our
Never.
friendship, being like, wait,
Never.
is she annoyed at me? I've never ever had that.
Nope.
Which is really,
And God
really
forbid that ever
lovely.
happens. But if it did, we'd talk about it. I don't think we're both the same in friendships. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a bit bizarre. Oh, I'd never do that to you anyway.
No, 100%.
No.
Trusting, like, we know each other's intentions with everything as well. So if anyone ever does say anything, then we talk about it. Like, deep down, you know that there was no bad intent anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like quick conversation, you kind of clear it up.
Never.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever.
No, it would literally kill me to know that I was upsetting you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, literally never.
I guess that's a little summary of our friendship.
Are you worried that your friendship will drift apart now that you are getting married and Jessie is traveling? Absolutely not.
No.
The thing
I
is,
mean, when
like,
she's traveling, she's also like FaceTiming me 24/7.
even more. I feel like there's
Yeah.
even more communication because it's like, oh my god, guess what? Guess what's that? Look what I'm here with doing this, blah blah blah. It's like, or when you're planning a wedding, it's like there's so much going on as well. So every time, literally never. When I was over there, it was like I made her download Snapchat, so it would be so quick. Like if you were asleep, I could just send you a Snapchat. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about it. I mean, I'd be sad, I'm not gonna lie, if you moved over to America full time. Like,
I couldn't. Like I got
No.
my simmies here.
Yeah,
I never
know.
go like intermittently. Like my ideal scenario
Yeah.
would be like 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. Go over for a big project, come back and lap it up with Simi. Simi is co-parented, so it works very well for both myself and Simi's dad. So yeah, no, I would I love Australia so much.
Yeah.
America's great, but nothing compares to walking down there and it's just
the beach. I know.
the beaches are so nice, the food
It's
is so
home.
nice, everything's so much more affordable here,
Yeah.
and the friends. Obviously, I've got amazing friends in LA, but like my ride or dies
Yeah.
are here.
And just because I get married doesn't mean that like I like drop off the face of the earth as well.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
No, I'm just saying like I don't think it would change things. It's not like
No.
anything changes other than just me and Brayden's like commitment to each other.
And we can do girls trips. Like we love Brayden.
He can come.
He can come, but we can also still go to Greece.
Yeah,
together.
I think it's important to be able to like do stuff with your friends, but then also do things with your partner. Like that's one thing Brayden and I are big on.
Yep, absolutely.
We don't live in each other's pocket.
No,
you know?
no, absolutely not.
Is Jessie doing more lingerie shoots now because she's single? Great to see her thriving.
That's a lovely way to end that question. Thank you so much. It's a journey. I do a lot of modeling and e-commerce modeling. I'm just more comfortable in my body now than I ever have been before. And I feel like I owe a lot to my therapist for pushing me out of my comfort zone and doing things like this, like signing up to dancing classes and doing things like for your femininity has been really great. But surprisingly, I started lingerie modeling when I was like 17, 18 and I was doing it on a runway. So like a bigger scale, but I feel like no one really knew that. Yeah, I was doing like bits and bobs here and there. I do a lot of swimwear modeling, but for me, it's just like, it's work. I don't do OnlyFans or anything like that, of course, but it's just like, for me, I'm like shooting e-com for my clients. I don't have to post anything. I just sometimes post behind the scenes and then they use it for their website. But I would never put myself in a position where it's like for men or for anything other than selling a product to females, because it's like, it's lingerie sets, it's selling things on a website to females. It's for the girly pops.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Okay, hit me.
How have I changed as a person since we first met?
Wow, you dye your hair a lot less.
Oh my god.
Crazy. Like when I first met you, every time I would see Ella, her hair would be a different color. When I met you, her hair was blue.
Didn't mean to be.
It was supposed to be purple, blue, copper, pink, blonde, back to pink, like all the time, which is so cool. But I feel like since you've been in your bridal era, it's stayed pretty blonde. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to my head. How have you changed as a person? Well, I feel like we were still very young adults / teenagers when we first met. So I feel like just our maturity levels have just changed a lot. I feel like we were very like quite innocent when we met and everything was like, oh my god, that's so tapping, oh my god, oh my god. But now it's like nothing's like off limits anymore. So, but that's just probably like a
I feel like that's more on your end though. I'm not gonna
no,
lie.
okay.
I love you so
That's
much.
okay, you can keep that.
I was always the innocent
got
one, and
called
like
that
a bit.
once.
I was a little bit naive, to be honest.
Oh, me too, for
to
sure.
the whole world and just everything, really. Do you have any other ones you want to ask me? Because I feel like you can ask me wedding related stuff if you want.
Okay. What are you most looking forward to about being a wife?
Oh, I love that question. Oh, I think I'm most looking forward to, well, I mean, it's just the commitment, isn't it? It's literally just like being able to call him my husband, you know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to what it means for us, like moving forward, like onto the next chapter of life. Like we're so excited to have a family and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, that was my follow-up question.
Yeah, well, like that's kind of what we're so excited for.
Yes. When does Auntie Jess get to enter the chat?
Oh my god, I don't know. Everyone's asked that as well, like in previous questions, like are you planning on having kids and things like that?
I'm also asking that question.
We will see. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. Don't really know. Like, well, you just can't put a time frame on that kind of thing as well. So I wouldn't want to ever put too much pressure on it, but I think we're just kind of just going to see when feels right, you know? But Brayden's also very logical in the sense of he likes to do things in order, so we'll have to like move out and everything first, I think.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to talk, have you talked about that before?
What? About moving?
When are you planning to move? Because is it next month, basically? Before the wedding?
Hopefully before the wedding.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'd like to move out into our own place, like after the wedding, but also you just don't know. But our duplex is done. I haven't said that.
Have you said you got tenants? No.
But you haven't even said that. So if you didn't know, we've been building an investment property for the past 4 years. It's taken that long.
Crazy.
And one of the tenants moved in last Friday, and then the other tenant moves in this Saturday. So it's all wrapped up.
Molly.
And that means that now we have a mortgage.
She's a landlord. She is literally a landlord.
Yeah. But it means that like people
mortgage.
will be paying the mortgage for us because of the rent, and then we can now start looking at the next chapter. And we'd love to try and buy somewhere else to live, but also if that's not possible, we'll just rent again. We just don't really know. I think you've got to be open to where life takes you.
Yeah, hopefully next door. So.
Oh my god, yeah. We'll definitely be living in the Shire though.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do.
I'll keep an eye out for next door. Follow-up question: how many kids do you want? And what do you think? Yeah, and what do you think you're having first?
I think I want 3 kids. I think. Well, we both have said that. Yeah, we both come from like families with lots of kids, and I feel like I'll have a girl first, but I also don't know.
Really?
Just because maybe I'm the eldest and I'm a girl.
Got it. Okay,
So
I think it's gonna be a boy.
Okay.
Maybe time capsule this.
Time capsule.
It's gonna be. You're gonna get 2 boys and a girl.
Yeah, who knows? Braden's dad's also a twin, so twins does run in the family.
Yeah, praying for you.
know.
Okay, yeah, that's a bit rough. Okay.
Yeah. For your next relationship, what are some things that you want?
A gentleman, kind, and thinks I'm the best thing he's ever seen in his life. That'd be great. Someone, what I look for is someone who has just like got their own things going on in their life, and they are so fulfilled anyway, and they're so passionate about what they do, and I love creative people.
Yeah.
And like, you know, since my breakup, I've only been on dates with people who have like been somewhat creative, because I feel like I'm just drawn to that. You know, as a ceramicist or as someone who works in the entertainment industry, it's like, I like creative people. I think, our brains just work well together. So I feel like someone who's super creative and just like so kind.
Yeah.
That's
love it.
Creative and kind. What do you think? What
do I want for
what
you?
would you pick for a future partner? What do you think is important?
They've got to love dogs.
This is very true. Yeah.
They've got to love dogs, but also
It would genuinely not work if they didn't like dogs. Like, it actually wouldn't
They've got to love traveling as well, and like want to travel with you to America. If not, like live in Australia or America, but happy to travel both back and forth either way.
You know what? That's what I put in, because my therapist told me to do this, but it was like, you got to write down and put it away, but like your future husband is, and it's like, doesn't describe anything of what they look like, but just like who they are as a person. And that was kind of one of them, was like, would be willing to, one, travel with me for work, or be okay with like, if I had to go away, and like it would still be.
They also, I think, have to match your silliness. Do you know what I mean? Like, match your sense of humor.
For sure.
Yeah, like if I think they're not like that, I think you'll get bored. No, like I mean, like I just think that you'll be like, it won't be as fulfilling to you or as fun, you know?
Yeah, flirty, banter, but like
you're funny. She's a funny gal. She is.
Heard it here first. I'll pay her later.
She is very funny. So I think you need someone who matches that.
Thanks, doll. Okay, yeah. So funny,
creative,
travel,
and loves dogs. Oh, I've got another question.
Oh, hit me.
What are the big differences you've noticed between Australia and LA? If you didn't know.
Is that what someone asked?
No, I asked it.
Oh, you thought that's a great one. Okay, wait. You've been there before, so I feel like you have an understanding of kind of what it's like, because some parts are
people
chaos.
As well, though.
People are very different.
Yes, the culture.
Being in the influencer space, or like the acting space here and there, I noticed that it's a lot more competitive here with which because we do, like, we're so lucky to be invited to such cool events, but I think it's very cliquey here, whereas there, everybody wants to get to know everybody and make friends.
I love that. I really do love that. I
like,
want to be around
it's
that.
like tall poppy syndrome, but genuinely, like, you can make friends with any, well, I have, maybe that's just my experience. You go to Barney's. that's where you make all your friends. You go to, if you know Barney's in West Hollywood.
And you go meet people.
Meet people. I can't wait to take you to Barney's. You're going to be like,
this place is crap. I can't believe you talk so highly. It's like the dingiest place ever. But I feel like that's just where you find like the cool creative people. But like you could just strike up a conversation with someone and they're like actually willing to like, I don't know. But yes, I noticed that, and I've also been to White Fox events here. I've been to White Fox events in LA, and I found the US creators were just so open to getting to know people and getting to know you and all and vice
Do you think
versa.
it's because you're Australian? Like,
Maybe.
I do wonder if it's like because you're like I don't know, from somewhere
Different.
else, and it's like interesting, and it's like
probably.
lots to ask. I don't know.
Probably, but
I haven't heard that though.
who knows? Not to say like the industry over here is still great.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Just a little bit different with the culture.
Yes, and the beaches are very different. Look, you either love or you hate LA. I love it.
Yeah.
And I love New York as well. So, yeah. It's just different. Like, two things can be really nice at the same time. It's like flowers. You're not going to be like, oh, one of them's ugly just because one of them else is really pretty. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's I enjoy them both separately. But in terms of, like, how beautiful the beaches are, here, for sure. Let's do that of each other.
All right.
Okay, Ella has written first impressions of each other. Well, my first impression of you was probably when back in the day was when you collabed with John Mikulev.
Yes.
And I
So technically before we met.
think he would have had maybe like 50,000 subscribers, and I just remember being like, oh my gosh, Ella Victoria, it's so cool. And also you worked with Joel.
Joel
Maguire.
Yeah, on
so
Disney.
I was just, and I obviously knew him, so I was just like, I knew who you were.
Yeah.
Or of you like being a YouTuber and being very cool in the beauty space, and I was like, oh goals. That was my first impression of you, was when I was like 17 years old on YouTube, and then like in person obviously like 10 out of 10, and then we just like never stopped hanging out. So yeah.
Okay, my first impression of you.
I'm curious.
I can't remember if like I had seen you before we'd met. I feel like we've talked about it since, and I've been like, wait, we were at this
Maybe.
thing together.
Yeah.
Or like I feel like I remember seeing you here or something like that. I just remember thinking you were so like bubbly and high energy, like in the best way. But I remember, obviously, I thought you were stunning as well. I was like, she is stunning.
Oh my gosh. I remember what I was wearing
remember
that day and everything. It was like the pink activewear.
I thought you were a voice actor.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah,
From the get-go, I was like, Jessie, are you a voice actor? So yeah, that was pretty much my first impressions. I just was like, she's a voice actor, surely. And you were like, no, not really. But she was just so good at impressions.
Thank you so much. And it just comes out in my natural day-to-day life, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If I'm having a conversation with someone, especially with a different accent, it's just mimicking. I just like, oh my God, that's crazy. That's
literally. She just switches from voices all day.
Yeah, it happens like all the time.
She probably have this whole video as well, which I love. I love that about you.
Probably, yes. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Wait, you'll watch the video back when you're editing, you'll be like, how many times has Jessie gone? Or I'll do like a, or next.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like we should wrap up this video because my camera's about to die and it keeps overheating. But
I know.
that was fun, and I loved eating my poke bowl. That was so yummy.
I've still got so much left.
Oh, I just really enjoyed mine.
That was really good though.
Thanks for coming on my little mukbang. Make sure you guys head over to Jessie's channel, subscribe.
Yeah, I'll have
It's
to
not
post
technically
some
a
more.
collab because we haven't done one on your channel.
No, I used to post 2 videos a week, and now I post 1 a month. Sorry about it.
Times have changed, so I feel like you're busier doing different things.
I'm a busy gal. Anyway.
But thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!